Hello artists, today we are going to make the flowers for the top of our stems and vase. And what I want you to do is take a look at all the different types of flower options that there are. So you could make some that have heart-shaped petals, some that have like a football shaped petal. This is a half circle petal. This is a triangle with a frilly top. And again, this is a rounded football shape. So what you're doing today is making individual petals that you will cut out and then glue on top of each other to make overlapping petals to make it look more realistic. So let's go ahead and get started. The first one that we are going to make is this really easy one that you see right here. It's the football shaped petal. There's 5 in this one, but you can make as many as you like. You can make every flower the same or every flower different. So decide what you want to do. Which ones are gonna be your favorite, your best option, what's going to work well with your colors. And if you have saved your scraps from before when we made the vase, then you can use those as the little central parts that you see on some of these flowers. These are scraps from other pieces that we used earlier in this project. Okay, let's get started with this shape. So all you need to do is decide which color you want to use. Are you going to use a blend of colors? You're going to stick with one color. I am going to use this pinkish color that you see right here. And all I need to do is go right up to the edge of my coffee filter. Use all the way up to the edge and carefully and slowly and very lightly just draw the shape that you need. I need 5 of these, so I'm going to draw them as close together as possible so I can maximize the use of this. I don't want to use it all up on the first flower or second flower. I want to have enough in case I need extras later. So I'm going to draw these petals touching each other. Make sure you make them big enough. The biggest mistake people make is they just don't make their petals big enough. Do you see how I fit them inside empty spaces like this? So see, I just got 5 petals and look at how much I used of this filter. So if one of these doesn't work out, I have extra to use and borrow from. So that's what I want to do. And today what you're going to do, you're just drawing them. You're not going to cut them out. Just draw them and that's all. Okay. The next one that we are going to do is this one right here, this flower shape, heart shape one. So let's go to another color. I'm going to use, you know what? I'll just stay on this one and use this purple right here. I need 1, 2, 3 that are heart-shaped, and then there's one that's a side of the petal. It's kind of like a jelly bean shape. I'll show you how we make that one. You ready? Okay, so the first one, I'm going to make the top. I'm making it real nice and big. So it's a wavy top like a heart, not a pointy top. And then it comes down to a point. I'm going to make the next one right next to it. Nice and big. They don't have to match at all. Now I'm staying close to the edge of my filter. I'm not worrying about what happens here in the middle. I'm going to make my next one. It's easier for me to start in the middle of it. Come down here to the side. Later when you cut these out, then you can decide where they go on your picture. And the last one I'm going to make is like a jelly bean shape. It shows the side of a petal. So it's going to be kind of funny looking. Looks like a weeble wobble. Here we go. So that is for this yellow flower that you see right here. The next one I'm gonna show you is this crazy looking one right here. This is a triangle with a frilly top that kind of comes to a point. I'll show you what I mean. So I'm gonna grab another color of my filter, and I'm just simply gonna start with a frilly top. Don't make it too frilly because then it's too hard to cut out. And then it comes down to a triangle. Looks like a scoop of ice cream swirled on top of a cone. I'm gonna make another one. Here we go. Right next to it, actually use this line up to a point, frill down, and come down. There's my side. Turn this around. All right. So the great thing about this is you cannot mess this up. It does not matter what you do. Anything you're gonna make is gonna look good. And then once you get all these cut out, then you can decide which one you wanna go where based on how they turned out. All right. Now you might be wondering, what about these extra little parts like this? Well, when we finish cutting out all the petals, then we see what scraps we have left over and what colors are gonna look good on what flowers, and then you can decide. So don't even worry about those things right now. Let's make our last couple. This is just a half circle shape. This is a tulip or rose. You can decide which one. So find another part, another color. This one I love, is so easy. You ready? So I'm just gonna draw kind of a very slightly curved line, and then out of it, a half moon. See that? Do it again, slightly curved line, and then a big half circle coming out of that. Remember, make these nice and big. You can always cut some off later if it's too big, but if you cut it out and it's not big enough, then you're kind of up a creek and you're stuck with the flower size that you have. Okay, I did 4 of those. I'm gonna do a 5th one just for good measure. Maybe I'll use it, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll end up wanting to cut some of it off later, who knows? And then the last but not least flower, this one is kind of like a teardrop or raindrop shape, so it doesn't come quite to a point on this. This one does come to a point, but the bottom is nice, big, and curved, and this is definitely a tulip. So I'll show you how to do that one. I'm going to do that one right here in this kind of middle ground area. I don't care if some of it's blue and some of it is purple. That's okay to me. So I'm going to just simply go for it. I want to have 3. So I make a nice, big, round bottom of it, and the top I'm gonna curve it around. I'll do another one, and I'm also drawing on the color area I like. So if I like a particular place where something blended, I'm definitely gonna save that. Remember, nice and big. Okay. All right, that's it. So all you needed to do today was just draw a bunch of your petals on there and get your ideas down. Keep your scraps. We're gonna use these later for the centers of our flowers. I will see you then.